Let's talk about this menopause, honey.
Just let your beauty shine through. Let it shine through. One of the
Today, I really want to talk about menopause and how it is not just about hot flashes, okay? I started premenopausing probably around 38, 39-ish, but didn't really know what was going on. You know, a lot of women, we don't talk about these things. We just kind of suffer in silence. We sometimes tell our doctors and sometimes we don't. Sometimes our doctors actually tell us like, look, you're premenopausing or you're in menopause. I really want to come on and just talk to us ladies to let you know, hey, you're not alone. I'm going through this just like you're going through it, okay? Some of the menopause symptoms almost make you feel like something is wrong with you or you're going crazy or something's not right. But these are all symptoms of menopause and you should talk to your doctor. A lot of people say you don't have to just go through this, you know. You can get this treated with medication. Me personally, I'm just funny about medication. Now, if I really have to, I definitely will. That's just totally up to you. But for me, you know, I have high blood pressure. It runs in my family. I take medicine for that, and I want to wean myself off of that. It's in my family, so it's hereditary. So I don't want to keep just adding medicine and medicine. You know what I mean? I take my vitamins. I try to do things as natural as possible. You know, I wrote down some things that I looked up because I was curious because I was going through some of these symptoms. And then I consulted with my doctor and she said, yeah, all of this pertains to menopause. It just blew my mind. Like, I was like, what? Are you kidding me? I just really thought menopause was about the hot flashes and the weight gain, you know. So, yeah, it's about the hot flashes. It's the weight gain. It's the hair loss. It makes you sometimes feel tired. You have short-term memory loss. That is something that I went through. I was like, why can't I remember this? Everybody else remembers little other things. And I'm like, I don't remember that. I remember it briefly, but like my doctor said, yes, short-term memory loss. It will come back eventually, but short little things that you can't really remember like you used to. Very weird. Sometimes you have difficulty concentrating on different tasks and things. You know, now that I don't have a problem with, but the short-term memory loss, I was like, what in the world? Aches and pains in your body. I'm thinking like, why is my body aching? My hands, my legs, my arms, my feet. Like, having body aches. And I was like, well, do I have arthritis? And my doctor checked me for that. And she was like, no, you don't have arthritis. You have a little slight, like a little bit in my neck, right in my neck area, but nothing else. So she's like, these are all symptoms of menopause. And she gave me a little pamphlet. And so that's what I'm looking at. You know, she said some women get depressed because you don't know what's going on with your body. You know, I did a video about getting old is scary, and some people was like, oh, it's not scary, it's a blessing. I'm not saying it's not a blessing. You know, that's not what I'm saying at all. Getting old is scary because you don't know what comes with it. I think that's what it is. You're blessed and you're so thankful to get older, but getting older, you don't know what goes with getting older. Just like we don't know what goes on with when you're younger. You're just vibrant, you're happy, you're just happy-go-lucky, you're so carefree. You think you have several lives to live, you know, you're not really thinking and conscious about life the way you are now when you hit your 40s and 50s, you know what I mean? Right now, I'm cautious about life. I'm like, I want to do everything to keep my body active. I want to preserve my body for as long as I can. You know, just your skin, your hair, your body, just your overall. You just want to be able to enjoy growing older. But as we grow older, you know, it is a little scary, right? Because you don't know the unforeseen things that's going on. I think that's the part that's scary. Not growing old in itself, but what comes with it as you're getting older, okay? So I guess that's the way to say it. When I was talking about the depression, when I saw that on the list, I said, wow, a lot of women do get depressed because we don't talk about it. We kind of just hold everything within, you know, and just deal with it. You know, the weight gain, you're like, God, why am I gaining all this weight? And it's not as easy to lose it as it was when we was younger. When I was younger, man, I could just say, I'm not going to eat this, and that. I would drop the pounds like this. I could exercise maybe a couple of days and the weight is going off. You know what I'm saying? But now it's a little harder than it normally once was. So that's a challenge in itself. And you're gaining weight around the mid area. That's the section right here. I'm fine with everything else. It's just this part in the middle, right? You know, so I guess people get depressed with it. And just, I hear a lot of people say, oh my goodness, I'm getting older and I'm just, oh honey, I'm having a hot flash. Where's my fan? I just cut my fan on as I'm talking. So, you know, yeah, I think when you look back at yourself, and sometimes you look in the mirror and you say, who is this? Who is this person? Maybe that can be a little depressing, but you know what? I'm not here just to talk about all the different things that we go through. Yeah, we go through all of this. Our bodies are changing. Our hormones are everywhere. We have mood swings, memory loss, body ache, weight gain. Yes, we have all of that going on with our bodies, and it's changing. Sometimes being depressed with how you look, I can relate to that. I can understand because you're different from the 20-year-old body you used to see. But how I combat that, I have revamped my whole wardrobe. I don't dress like I used to dress. I have items now that I actually love for my age. Not classy, nice little pieces. I might have to show you some outfits that I'm wearing for the summer. And it helps to hide some of this imperfection. You know, they're nice, they're classy type outfits that I have just changed my wardrobe. And I like that. See, that's how sometimes you have to combat this depression, because depression can come on you. You look at your younger pictures. Sometimes you have some friends now that may defy the odds that they're not getting as big as you, okay? They're having some symptoms, but not as bad as you. So you're looking at yourself and looking at them like, wow, what are they doing? Why am I like this? You can't do that. You have to go through the changes with the changes of life, how you have to go through it. But sometimes we just have to adjust certain things that we're not used to doing, like our wardrobe. Now I have a completely different look that I like now. And now I have to show you my wardrobe. Maybe that's another video, a wardrobe like a summer look. I haven't done any of those because, you know, first I was like, oh my goodness, I've gained so much weight. But honey, now I've learned to adjust to whatever it is. I'm still working out. I'm still trying to eat right. You know, with the loss of estrogen and all these things that your body is losing and you're trying to replenish and put back in. Again, you can get help. Just consult your doctor if you want to use like some medicine to help you balance out your hormone levels and things like that. There are things that you can do, but I'm looking for more natural things for me, you know, to each their own. And there's nothing wrong with using medicine. Just for me, I'm not a fan of it. You know, that's just me. If I can find things that's natural that I can try to help my body with, then I will. But if it gets to the point where I just cannot handle it anymore, yes, medicine will be an option for me as well. But do what you need to do to get yourself together, you know, because I wanted to build this platform, especially for women, so we can talk about these issues and be open. We don't need to just suffer in silence, because we're all going through it. You know, as you age, everyone will go through this cycle of life. And that's what I call it, the cycle of life, because we're not in our 20s. We're not in our 30s. Honey, sometimes we're not even in our 40s. We're in our 50s. You know what I'm saying? I'm in my 50s. So I want to talk to people in their 40s, 30s, 40s, and 50s that's starting to feel like, what is going on with my body? Menopause, honey, you're going through it. You may pre-menopause for 20 years before you actually get to the menopause itself. That's what happened to me. I was like, what is going on with my body? I'm hot. You have mood swings. You know, now my periods, I haven't had a period in a year. So I know TMI, but I'm talking to y'all. We women, okay? We're talking. So now I'm like, okay, but I always carry something, because my mom said you always want to keep something with you, because you can have a burst of something at one point in time and then you don't have anything and you're messed up yet, you know. So I always have something. But you know what I've started now doing with the weight gain, I have been eating right. You know, I have cut back sugar. I wasn't a big sugar person anyway. You know, I drink black coffee, and I'm not a sweet person. What gets me, I'm a salty person. I love chips, popcorn, stuff like that. The salty's in. I'm not a sweet, salty. That's my thing. And I have high blood pressure, so I definitely have to put that away. I'm drinking more water. So I'm trying to eat like pistachios that's lightly salted. I have to have something with a crunch. That is my thing. I love like Cheez-Its, them little thin, little Cheez-Its thing. Oh my goodness. Oh, and I like Doritos. Oh my goodness, they are my thing. Them little pretzel bites, that's the cheesy. Oh. Anyway, let me stop talking because I want some. But those are the type of things that get me there. And I enjoy food. I enjoy it. As I've gotten older, before when I was younger, I didn't eat like that because I was always on a diet and always this and that. Now, I tried to get up, but I just enjoy food. I enjoy going out with my husband. We have date night. I enjoy eating. But now I'm eating salads and eating right throughout the week, and then on my date night I eat what I want to eat. So that's the way I'm combating that. I'm exercising. I don't do a whole bunch because I have knee issues like my knees, but they're not bad. I still walk. But all that jumping and stuff I can't do like I used to. I used to be a runner. I used to run all the time. Now I don't run as much. I'm trying to get myself back into doing a little bit more exercising and intermittent fasting, which is not for everyone, you know what I'm saying? It works sometimes, and I don't know, with menopause, your body, you just have to find what works for you. I know cutting out sugar, I'm drinking lots of water per day, I'm eating more salads and protein and avocados and things like that. I'm not eating like full meals all throughout the day. I'm eating like little proportions, like if I may have a little bit of breakfast, like a little bowl of oatmeal. But then at lunch I have me a salad, and at dinner I have a salad, but they're not great big humongous salads. My dinner salads may be a good size, but my lunch salad is little. Or whatever I eat, I'm having better proportions of my meals, you know what I mean? So I'm trying to balance that. It's not coming off like it used to, but it's coming off. So you have to be patient with yourself and do not set unrealistic expectations. Do not, I want to lose 20 pounds in a month, or if you lose 5 pounds in a month, that's progress. That's what you have to do, because if not, you will tend to get depressed and feel like, why am I just going on? Things. Motivate yourself. Little steps. Take little steps. I hear a lot of people say with your hair, like sometimes your hair fall out. Mine is starting to grow. I find things that are working for me. I did a video talking about how I use a natural conditioner with aloe vera and red onion and oil, and I put it on my hair. I'll link it up here. But be cautious with that as well, because if you have an issue with sulfur like my mom does, because red onions, when you cut it up and juice it, it contains a lot of sulfur. So my mom, she cannot use that. So you have to know what works for you. It works wonderful for my hair. It's made it thicker, longer, and I used to, right up in this area, was very, very short because it burnt out with perms and things like that, but now it's growing back. It's getting thicker, which I absolutely love, and I do that at least now once every 3 months. I may use that conditioner, and any kind of shedding, breakage, anything, it stops it. It works wonderful for my hair. So I'll link it up here just in case you want to take a look at that. See, I like to find things that I can do to help the situation if I can, So I just wanted to come on here and let you know, look, sis, we're going through this together. We are all women, okay? And we have to learn how to discuss these things together and find a solution to deal with it and work with it, and don't get, so we won't get depressed, so we won't feel like we're in this by ourselves. This is a platform so we can talk about it. Bring things to the table with this menopause issues that I want to talk about. Bring it to the table. Some people think we're just complaining. It's not complaining. This is life, and we're going through it. We want to discuss it. Sometimes when you get it out of you, when you release it, you feel better. And just knowing that other women going through this, just like you're not alone. We're all going through this, okay? The hot flashes, the mood swings, the night sweats. Honey, I get it all. I understand. The aching, I'm like, what is going on now? I've never ate when it rains and things like that. Honey, I'm starting to do all of that. Like, this is very new to me. But when you get around older people, they'll tell you, honey, I've been doing this for years. That's normal. And sometimes you need to hear that. Oh, that's normal. Ooh, I thought it was just me. So this is the platform that I want to talk about these things. But sometimes I don't want to be so redundant. If I'm doing it every month, every 2 or 3 months, I will come on here. We're going to discuss about menopause. Maybe it's something new that I found out. Maybe something new that we can discuss. If you have something, put it down in the description box below. I'm going to jot it down. We will discuss it on our next menopause talk, okay? I hope this video was helpful. I hope it was interesting. I hope if you find some things that we can do, like even if it's certain vitamins that you found and that helps with estrogen. I eat soybeans. I like the way it makes my body feel. Soybeans is not for everyone. Try to get it unsalted because you know me, I love the saltiness on it. But I like to eat the little soybeans. I eat a lots of nuts and walnuts and sunflower seeds. And I notice my body tends to like these things and it makes me feel better. So that's what I'm saying. If it's something that we can use or something that you know about, please let us know in the description box below, and we can discuss anything that you want, any topic of menopause that you want to discuss on the next time I bring this to the table, okay? So anyway, guys, again, thank you so very much for just taking time out to watch this video. I greatly appreciate it. Peace and love until next time.
For you.